Hello guys. Okay. Parallelly, I'm streaming in the YouTube, so join. Right now we will have the yin yoga practice. Some stretch, some enjoy part. Some do not enjoy this part. Most of us actually do not completely even accept the idea of the yin yoga. Most of the people always kind of separate some strong physical practices from the yin yoga, but actually everything is important, everything. That is why, guys, never underestimate. One sec. Some advertising. Okay. Namaskar ji. Subscribe, put some likes, watch some shorts. Kinda when you open some channels like people and you see how actually deep they are, some thoughts that I read of the people, we are on a stage of awakening, that I can tell. The awakening era. Sarika. Tune in to the yin yoga practice and check out my reels, shorts, subscribe in YouTube, and let's have a practice together. Something is in there. One sec. Okay. Some people wanna have hello. Okay. And now, in the beginning of each practice, the most important part during the opening of the practice is the sankalpa itself. That is why concentration on sankalpa is the most important. Hello there. Sankalpa is a wish, is intention, the desire, the love that you want to feel, that you are ready to give. That is why concentrate. Tailbone in, sit on sit bones, open your chest, shoulder blades together, shoulders down, open your palms, put them on your knees and make a sankalpa. Close your eyes, concentrate in the heart chakra and try to go as deep as possible inside of the chakra and kind of try to see what is inside. Close your eyes. Do inhale. With the exhalation, open your eyes. Change the criss cross of the legs. Both arms up in the sides. Inhale. Try to stretch as high as possible. Palms together and make the Venus Mudra. Crisscross all of the fingers and palms facing ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe. Notice the energy inside of your channels. Good evening, Robert. Good night, Robert. My dear channel guests, don't forget to subscribe, put some likes, and tune in to my other videos, to my shorts. And of course, don't forget to comment, it helps my channel to grow. Do inhale with the exhalation, let go of the position of the arms and straighten the legs. Shake them a bit. Change the position of the right leg, so the right heel as close as possible to the right sit bone. And change the position of the left leg. In the case of the left leg, there will be 3 different variations. So first one, you may stay like this, because whenever we are starting the opening of the hip, there are some difficulties, that I know. Приветствую. So change the position of the left foot to the inner right hip. And it's quite normal if you can do like this. This is a lot already. But for those of you who are able to do the half lotus, let's try 2 different variations. There is always a variation for a variation. So left leg can be slightly higher than the right knee, or you can start to move as close to the torso as possible. But again, knee might not be on the floor, especially in the beginning of the practice. It's quite normal too. Do not create the tension to the knee. It is the hip opening which is making the asana possible. That is why very carefully try to do that with the hip. Благодарю. Don't forget to put some likes and tune in to my other videos. Кстати, не забываем ставить лайки, комментарии к моим коротеньким видео. И, конечно же, благодарю. Both arms up, inner side. Do inhale. With the exhalation, turn to the left. Put the right palm from the outer side of the left knee. And with the left arm behind your back, try to reach towards the toes of the left leg. And with the right arm, there are different variations. So you may stay with the right arm on the hip, on the floor, or you can change the position of the palm so the wrist and the knee will be touching, and you can put your palm on the floor like this. Just breathe. Whenever we are growing physically, it is always important to have physically strong practices and, of course, a little bit softer, the stretches or even the back bends as a relaxation variations of the asana as well. Everything is possible. Приветствую. Подписываемся, ставим лайки, комментарии. Конечно же, выбираем для себя плейлист с видео, которые подойдут именно нам. Do inhale and very carefully start to come back to the central position and change the position of the right leg. Try to straighten the right leg. And very carefully change the position of the left leg, straighten the left leg. Always make a movement with understanding what you do. Do not try to do something very fast, because that means that you do not have enough of energy to do that actually. Always in asana matters how you go into asana and how you leave the asana. That is why do not stay for too long inside of the asana. Leave it be. It is normal if you cannot do a lot. Let yourself to be. Now change the position of the left leg. Try to put the left heel to the left sit bone Try to straighten the right leg first. Then if you're ready, you may put the right heel as close as possible to the torso with the right foot, kind of creating the tension towards the left hip. And put the right leg over the left knee. If you feel that it is okay, do not try to prove something. Just be in there. Нет, сегодня русского эфира не будет, он будет завтра. Но раньше, чем английский. Do inhale and change the position of the half lotus if you actually can do it. Neither good, neither bad. It is a part of the practice. And try to go as deep as possible. And now, of course, do the twist to the right side. But again, notice that all of the lotuses, asanas, all of the hip flexibility variations are totally connected to the hip opening. They are connected to the hip joint. That is why do not create tension to the knee or to the ankle, because they are depending on how open your hip joint is. Both arms up, inhale. With the exhalation, turn to the right. Put the palms on the floor. With the right arm behind your back. With the left arm, try to put the palm on the floor in a way that your knee will be touching the wrist. In this case, we are slightly stretching the wrist too, especially for those who like Ashtanga Vinyasa, especially for those of us, the wrists are very important. And remember, never judge yourself for the depth of the asana that you can actually do, because it will always be changing. There will not be ever the same feeling in the body by making one the same asana. Just enjoy what you can do. Do inhale and very carefully come back to the central position. Let go of the right and the left leg. Shake them a bit and change the position of the legs. Feet are together. Always feet make to be even on the heels, and do some butterfly movement. Remember, in the practice, it's not always important to have 1 hour of practice, or 1.5 hours, or 2 hours, or 20 minutes. The result will be the same. The result will be what you are. Because what you have inside, especially in the moment, you will completely receive it. Some of us worrying, that is why it will be difficult. Some of us stressing, that is why it will be difficult. But whenever you practice, you start to change the mindset. You are seeing things differently. That is the best part, that you see things on a different light by this. Change the position of the right leg. Try to put the right leg as close as possible to the right sit bone. And with the left, we will do interesting variation. Left arm from the outer part of the left foot, right from the inner, and try to straighten the leg as much as possible. Though there are no perfect asanas, that is why we always try to work with the back first. So try to straighten the leg, straighten the back, and just be. You know, there will be days when you do not have the power to practice. There will be days when you will want to practice 1, 2, 3 hours. There will be always something. That is why what is important is less judgment, more acceptance of yourself. Because nowadays people ask from themselves a lot. I asked one of my students and the guests of the channel approximately the same question: what is yoga for you? And by the answers, I can tell what people actually I'm picking up the word, like how people live, I would say like this. Because for some, especially one was particularly interesting because it's very materialistic answer. So she answered to me that yoga is a hunger. And I can tell that this person is practicing yoga not for the what yoga is, but for the achievements. But real yoga is not about achievements. It's not about competitiveness or comparison. And when I said that to her, she said that is the wrong mindset. And it is so funny for me because in real yoga, in real teaching, I teach a lot. I know so many people. And I see how my teachings work, how people change, how people grow, how everything is better for people who are practicing without trying to achieve, but achieving. Eventually you will achieve, because with practice you will achieve. That actually in yoga there are no judgment. No one is judging you. All of the judgment is in your head. All of the desires are in your head. And the reality in which you are living in and the reality of the person next to you is totally different. People under the same roof can have different ideas and their understandings. Change the position of the left leg. So try to put the left heel as close as possible to the left sit bone. Change the position of the right leg. And the same. So left arm from the inner part, right arm from the outer. Try to straighten the back and slightly, slowly try to straighten the right leg. It doesn't matter how the asana look like. What it matters, how it feels like. Enjoy. Always enjoy what you can do, that you can give yourself a rest. Do inhale very carefully, let go of the right leg and put the right leg as close as possible to the right sit bone. Step on the left foot, put the left arm behind your back. Do inhale, straighten the back with the right arm, grab the outer side of the left leg and try to straighten the left leg. And twist to the left. And if you're flexible enough, since this is a twist, and in order to make twist deeper, we will use some help from the left arm. So try to reach towards the right heel. And with the help of the arm, try to go deeper in the twist. And of course, you can always make things more difficult by trying to grab yourself behind your back with a hip. Then twist is deeper, and sitting is more difficult as well. Do inhale, and with exhalation let go, and do for the second side. Left heel close to the left sit bone. With the right arm, grab the outer side of the left, with the left arm outer side of the right leg, and with the right arm trying to reach first the left heel. With the help of the twist, try to make deeper twist, and with the right arm try to reach either to the hip or to the torso. Whatever you will choose, it will be what you can do actually. Hello. And of course, enjoy. Do inhale and very carefully come back to the center. Let go of the left leg, feet together, and we will make an interesting variation. Each variation is interesting by itself. Let's make it more of it. Let's just say like this. Do inhale. Sit on the sit bones and start to get your legs up. Your back may be slightly round, it's quite normal. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my other videos, playlists, and different yogic practices for your level of strength, flexibility. Do inhale, and with the exhalation, let go of the legs, round your back, and with your forehead, try to reach the knees. And we will try to make this asana one more time. And let's do the second time. Do inhale and let it go. As for the morning practice, this one will be the most difficult, the one that we did before. And now we will stretch forward a bit. We will have short practice today, so no rush. Right foot to the inner part of the left hip. Straighten your back. Both arms in the sides. Inhale, and with exhalation, reach towards the left leg. Straighten the back. There are different variations of the asana depending on what we need. For example, in Mahamudra, the seal of yoga, the asana in which we are right now. So the most important is a stretch of the back and trying to reach to the foot. So we try to have the leg straight. But what is the most difficult here is the understanding that the energy matters more than energy itself in the asana. When we will grow slightly more, I will be explaining how the energy goes and how to feel the energy. Let's just say like this. And for example, in Janu Shirshasana, we are rounding our back and trying to reach with the forehead the leg and the knee especially. So let's change to this asana. So try to lay down and reach. In this asana, the muatars are in the leg. So try to straighten the leg and round the back. Try to reach. Hello. Do inhale and let go of the right leg. Change the side, so the left foot to the inner part of the right hip. Sit bones even. Both arms up in the sides. Inhale, and with exhalation, try to reach towards the right leg. Straighten the back. Mahamudra, the seal of yoga. Actually, in Buddhism, not only in Hinduism, very important thing is exactly about Mahamudra. and the real understanding behind it, the real achievement. And that is something unexpected. Hello, Fabian. And with the exhalation, round your back and try to reach with your forehead, your knee. Try to round your back as much as possible. Remember, whenever we have the strong practice, the easy practice will always follow, but you can always pick up for yourself the practice. Non habla español, Fabian. Do inhale, and with exhalation start to come up, and we finish this short practice with Shavasana. But of course, when we do Shavasana, one last twist, important. So lay down on the back, squeeze the right leg towards the torso, left arm on the right knee, and try to stay with your shoulders glued to the floor and just breathe. Do inhale, come back to the central position. Change the side, straighten the right leg, squeeze the left. Right arm on the left knee, and try to put the left knee to the floor. Both shoulders on the floor. Remember that in all of the twists, the most important part, not the knee to reach the floor, but to shoulders stay glued to the floor. Do inhale, come back to the central position. Move back and forth. Hello. Hello there. Actually, I don't know how will be hello in Korean, but though I recognize the Korean symbols. Hello, Judy. And swing side to side. And Shavasana. of course, my main advice is to stay in Shavasana at least 5 minutes or go into the meditation. We will stay in Shavasana only for a few moments, like 2 minutes. The best Shavasana when you go inside of yourself with understanding. Notice how your body feels. Notice the changes. Move with your toes, fingers. Turn to the right side and sit with your legs crossed. Arms in the Namaste gesture. Have a great time of existence. Aum and 3 times Shanti as a saying gratitude to all of those teachers, subtle creatures who are helping us to grow. Do inhale to start. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. And very slowly open your eyes. Thank you for being here today with me. Don't forget to subscribe, put some likes, and tune in to my other practices. Tune in to the short videos in order to understand what will be in future for you. Pick up the playlists of the level of your practice. And don't forget, our thoughts are as materialistic as everything else. So be careful with your thoughts. Have a great time of existence. Приятного дня тебе!